How's it going, guys? I hope you're all being safe in quarantine. We're here with another video showing off the top Rust skins this week. I believe we have over 35 artists this week and around like 50-ish something, 45 items, because most of them are sets kind of thing. So yeah, we got quite some variety going on, and we're just going to dive right into it, starting with some clothing as usual. So we've got a couple of clothing sets this week, and by a couple, I mean we got quite a bit. So we're just gonna jump here into it, and if anyone has noticed, this is a continuation in a little cute set. We've got, it's all started with a sheet metal door that I believe everyone kind of fell in love with. And yeah, it's the little friendship set here. I believe friendship is the right word. Let's take a look-see. It is Love Nest. I am sorry. Love Nest. So we've got the little love notes going around. We've got the pug and the cat, the forbidden love, I guess. And it's this all together. It's a really unique armor, right? Well, clothing piece, I should say. I don't know. It's like the little notes and everything. It just makes it kind of different, and it's more of a desirable kind of bright colors. You've got the red and black, which is definitely something people like. And then over here we've got the little paw pendant. So definitely a cute little set for sure. And the boots are also included. So if you look down, you've actually got the little pug face on the end of the boot, and I think that's just awesome. I love how that looks. Next up, we've got a set from Johnny, and this is the skipper suit. And yeah, it's very piratey, and there's not really much else to say other than it's just really piratey, and these pants are incredibly purple. It's definitely a cool set, and if we ever get big old boats to sail the high seas, I feel like a pirate crew would definitely love this one for sure. Next, we've got the Rampage set, and this one's definitely much more raidery. We've got this one-eyed skull kind of like pendant thing going on. We've got lots of straps, and you can see some of the pieces of cloth are just kind of like really attached on there in strange ways, and it just gives it this cobbled together post-apocalyptic look, which I know a lot of people really love in Rust because, you know, that's kind of the theme. So this is definitely a really cool set. I love the quality of it. This artist has been working really hard at making some good stuff lately, and I think this really shows off the work quite nicely. Sometimes there's just some skins that are just plain ridiculous. This is one that fits into it. Ever wanted to be a cow in Rust? Well, now you might be able to be if this makes it in. We've got this adorable little cow face as the hoodie, and we've got even a tail included. This whole thing is the complete package with udders and all. Now, we've got a new set, and at first looking at it, it might look kind of weird, and honestly, that's because this is designed to really look well with, armor over it. But this is the teddy bear hoodie set, and, well, you're like, what, teddy? Well, it's the teddy bear rug. And there is a hoodie version of him, and he's got one real eye, one button eye, which makes him look very much so in pain. And you can just see like the teddy bear stomach is here on the back, and it's once you start to look at it, you see kind of everything in it. You got the knee pads, and then look, there's like the bare feet at the bottom. There's a lot of creativity put into it, and I think this is a really cool set for sure. Lastly, we've got a desert camo set for you. This one's brought to us by, I believe, a collaboration between Kosum and FaZe. And yeah, it's just kind of got this digital desert camo look to it. This is definitely one of those kind of things I know a lot of people really wanted, and it would definitely fit with like the jackets and so forth we have already. So it'd definitely be nice to get some desert camo going on for people. So this is definitely one I see a lot of people grabbing if I had a chance for sure. All right, let's jump straight into deployables. So first thing up is we've got a keycard door by Vlex. So if you don't know who Vlex is, Vlex has been making the cargo heli theme stuff. And this is really cool to see it, but since it's already kind of the doors, I don't know. Since it's actually a real item in game, that might make it to where Hulk doesn't want to use it. I don't know. I think it's creative. He did a different color. You know, the ones we obviously have green, blue, and red. This is orange, so it's something a little different. We'll just have to see how that goes, but it's definitely a really, really cool idea. Next up, the Royal set, seeing a little bit of love from Little Ranger. We've got the Royal Double Door. And, yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you expect. Fits right there into the Royal set, nice and well. Then we've got two creative drawn garage doors for you this week. The first one is the Galactic Raider garage door from Corvo and Friends. And it's got this little alien thing going on. We've got the hazmat guy for probe delivery, use back door. Keep your eyes in the sky, UFO got you. It's definitely a cool little garage door. I love the look of it. And we'll go ahead and do that. Then next over here, we've got the Mad Berserker garage door by Fora. And yeah, it's kind of got this like Hulk looking dude, and he's not very happy. And is this kind of like a different garage door? I really like the roller with the flames. I think it's very creative and definitely a cool one to show off this week. Lastly, we've got an armored door, and the Bandit set from La Crempe is being revisited. So this is the Bandit armored door, and I really love the look of this thing. I think it's very epic. You enter, you die, no trespassing. I think this is really, really cool. Locals only. It's definitely an amazing garage door. I would pick this one up in a second for myself, because this is definitely right in my style, for sure. So let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the stuff. Continuing with with Vlex set, I can't speak today. We've got a cargo heli table in addition to the door today. And so it's got like this little map on there. We've got some... Let's see, what are these top secret files? Is that like a person with cat ears? I'm not even sure what that stuff is. That's very weird. I wonder if any of that's from in-game. It says Cobalt on it. I don't know. I'm not sure if that was made or found. But then you've got this right here. This is table. I am as hungry as a hunter. It's time to eat. I just like the little details. Very cool looking table for sure. Then we've got a couple cool boxes for you. We'll start with this one right here, which is the Northern Lands Chest by Odyssey. And yeah, it's got this really cool Norse look to it. I love the kind of like treated leather look. I think that's a really nice extra addition to it. Definitely a very cool looking box with lots of work put into it. Next, we've got a very creative box. It is the Skateboard Chest by Lemonit. And yeah, it's just made with various skateboards attached to it. It definitely has that cool look that the door did, and I think it actually translates a little bit better onto the box. It's definitely a very cool one for sure. Next, we've got a box from FaZe. This is the... what is this called? Motherland box, I believe? Something like that. And yeah, it's definitely got this kind of like wear and tear to it. Very cool. Very different. And I don't know about the communist star. Is that going to be something that works as irony or not? We'll just have to see. Moving on next, we've got a simple little supplies box, but it fits into Rust really well. I think Mishka did a good job on this, and altogether it's just a very nice and rusty box. I wish maybe it said supplies or had a symbol more or less on the sides, the small sides, but that's okay. It's definitely a very cool looking box. I like the kind of cardboard box inside of a protective box look it has. And they even took the time to give like the shininess to the tape over the top of it, and it's little details that make things pretty awesome that way. Next, we've got two fridges for you. The first one right here is the Shark Box, and it's just this very icy, watery looking fridge, and it's got these sharks and chains, and it's just altogether really epic looking. I definitely love the look of this thing. Then we've got this one, which fits in with all the food and farming we've got going. This is the fruits and vegetable fridge. So to get bad shit, it looks like bread, dragon egg, and a med kit. I wonder what a dragon egg is. That's interesting. But yeah, you've got all sorts of different little like fruits and veggies on the side. It definitely makes me want more stuff. Like, how cool would a banana tree be? I don't know why. It just seems like a banana tree would be cool. But definitely a cool looking little refrigerator for sure. Then lastly, we've got a couple sleeping bags and a furnace for you. This furnace is super epic. When you turn it on, it's got this nice little glow. You look inside, and it looks like honeycomb. There's honey dripping out. I just love the detail to this whole thing. It looks like a hive, and or a wasp nest, I should say. And this thing is just really, really cool. And of course, we'll show the glow here in a minute. Next, we've got a sleeping bag. This is the whale sack, and I just love when you look at him this way. Look at his derpy little eyes and the tongue and everything. This thing is just hilarious. I love it. It's a very cute sleeping bag. And lastly, we've got a very creative one. It's the crinkle cut chips. And this is the Scraps Potato Chips by Frank. And this is really cool. I like it cooked 100% low grade. I mean, salt flavor. I love this. It looks really great. And it's just fun. And what's this one say? Fresh jumbo potatoes. That's very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so let's go ahead and set it to nighttime. There we go. Look at this furnace. How beautiful is that? And then, of course, you know, you turn it off. It's just a missive. It's not a glow. And then if we move all the way down yonder, you've, of course, got the glow right here on the table. The matching door, you can see, like, the fingerprint scanner, which I thought was cool. And then, of course, the UFO, which that is just really cool. I like the star effect. It's definitely awesome. Alright guys, so after that, we are heading to our last part. Let's check out the weapons and tools. So starting out, we've got a hammer skin for you, if it ever loads. There we go. And this one I thought was really cool because the handle is a syringe and the top is the med kit. And I think the whole thing just looks really cool. It's a very creative idea, and I think it's a very awesome little hammer, for sure. Next, we've got another pretty epic looking hammer for you, and it's this one right here. It is the Energy Splash Hammer, and this guy does have a glow to it. I think this is going to be our only glowing item today for the weapons and so forth. So we'll go ahead and just cut real quick. Let's show this guy at night. And there you have it. It's actually a very faint and subtle blue glow. Definitely quite nice though. Next, we've got some stone tools for you, and it's continuation in the Shadow of Death set by Firefly. We've got the stone hatchet here. And, of course, a pick. Boom. There you go. And it just kind of coincides right with the same set. It's kind of simple, but some kind of nice little unique looking colors to it. I always like kind of the mossy look to these. Next, we've got a bunch of hatchet and pickaxes, starting with the Apocalyptic Knight set. This is the Apocalyptic Axe and Pickaxe. There we go. Boom. And yeah, it's a very popular set. I think these scrappy tools look really cool. I really like the skull at the base of the axe right here. Or the pick, you know, whatever. The head of the pick. There we go. Definitely a nice little effect there. And a very, very cool looking set. Just when you thought I was done, we've got more hatchets and picks for you. I told you we got plenty this week. This one is the Hellsmith set. So we've got the hatchet here, and of course the pickaxe. Boom. Definitely kind of got a cool effect to the top of the pick. I like kind of the ridges on it. Very neat. Then we've got another set for you. These are meant to look like marbled. It's the Refined Marvelous set by Krov. And I like the little details to the marble. It's just really, really nice. There's some extra colors in there. It's not just a plain white. It's cracked, and it just looks quite nice. Oops, and there we go. There's the pick. Very, very nice. And then lastly, we've got a hatchet by itself, but it's very cool. I know it's just kind of like artwork on there, but this thing is just, it's really cool. It's the Dripping Hatchet by Duck. Hopefully we can see a pickaxe to go with it. I just love this design on it. It's kind of simple and cartoony looking, and it's just honestly really epic. And then we've got a new SAR for you. This one comes with both a stocked and stockless version. This is the Peacemaker SAR. It's a continuation of Bad Trip's Peacemaker set. And yeah, it's just got everything that you would expect from it. Even down the side, you've got a happy little smiley face. It says Peacemaker along the side of it, and we got some hearts and a few other things. And yeah, I think this is a really nice one. It was well done for the Peacemaker set for sure. Next, we've got another SAR for you, and this one is from a new set, I think, the Skull Mechanics set by Jessen. And you aim down the sights here, and I think it's kind of like maybe like a gear with an X in it there. We've got a little weird kind of like alien-looking skull guy on the side there. And yeah, it's got the white and black thing kind of going on. I know we already have two sets like that, so I don't know if this really has a chance because of that. But one way or another, it was good work, and I wanted to make sure to show it, just in case. There is something weird going on with some floating dots right there, but I'm not entirely sure what that is. Actually, you can see it really well when we reload. I'm sure that was just an oversight, which can be fixed pretty easily. Next, we've got a continuation in a brand new set. The Python got accepted last week, and now we've got the Venomous SMG. It's got those same bright colors that everyone liked. Aiming down the sight, you got a little skull. And yeah, it's just bright, colorful, and ready to mow some people down. Next, we've got a continuation in another new set. Last week we saw the LR. Well, maybe we'll see the SMG this week. It is the Talon set by Teddy. Aiming down the sight, you've got whatever this guy is. And it's just kind of got this nice epic kind of hand-painted yet kind of fancy wastelandy look to it. And I definitely love that. I think that's what appealed to a lot of the people. And yeah, definitely a cool looking SMG. Next, we've got a really epic looking Thompson. This is one of the cleanest looking Thompsons I've seen for a while. It is the Retro Elite, and I think this thing is just really cool. I love the kind of, I'm not sure that's supposed to be a speaker or a fan, but yeah, this thing is just so killer looking. Comes in several colors. I linked both in the workshop link, which you can find in the description below. As always, definitely a very cool Tommy. Next, we've got an AK for you. This one's brought to us by Moon. It is the Relentless AK. It's got this nice kind of, well, not kind of, nice kind of like a construction yellow, I would say. And then we've got, it's very kind of actually constructor truck look to it. Oh, hi, Mark. Ah, you gotta love that. You gotta love the oh, hi, Mark. There we go. We'll do a little reload. And boom. There you have it. Next, we've got a pretty epic looking AK. This one is the Blueprint AK, and it's exactly what you think. It looks like blueprints, and it's really cool the way it's done. You kind of have to keep staring at it just to see the different little details to it, and I think it's a really epic, unique gun skin for sure. Look at this. Very, very cool. All right, and let's go ahead and pull our last couple ones here. We've got an LR for you. This is part of the Monster set. So this is the Monster Scope LR. Aiming down the sight here, there you've got a red painted sight, but not glow sight. And an extra target painted there for you. And then you've got kind of like the mouth painted on. It's got these nice red and black colors with, you know, kind of like some just kind of like scratched on graffiti. It's definitely got a nice kind of like punk look to it. Definitely that kind of thing that a lot of people like. Do a nice little reload there. Boom. There you have it. And then lastly, we've got 2 rocket launchers for you, starting with this one right here. And it's got Cobalt and Zen Labs stuff like plastered all over it. I think it's really cool. This is the canned rocket launcher, and you can see it looks like it's made out of one giant fat canister, and yeah, I think that's a really cool little effect. Go ahead and reload it here. Let's fire off a rocket at like a tree or something. You take that tree. Yeah. What now? Tree? But regardless, very cool looking rocket launcher. Ooh, that's an awkward angle. Let's go ahead and do that, and there we go. And lastly, we've got a very different from that one, and this one looks like they like crammed a whole person's skeleton around the side of it. This is the Death Cannon. So yeah, you can see there's like a skull crammed in there, and ribs, and looks like maybe some leg and arm bones down there. Definitely a creepy little rocket launcher. Go ahead and load a rocket in there, and you know what? In particular, I just don't like that tree today. So, boom! There you go. What now, tree? Anyways, now that we've successfully taken out my arch nemesis, guys, that's gonna do it. So, sound off down in the comment section below which skins you think are the most epic this week, and you'd like to see make it in. Any kind of feedback you want to give, I'll try to get it to the right people. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you on Thursday to show you which ones actually have a chance to make it in.